All right. Am I live? I think I am. All right. What? Nope. Maybe not. My streaming software may be crashing. Or my computer is just dying. I can't tell which. I think I'm live. Let me double check. You know, because that'd be good if I knew that I was live. Okay. So I think I'm live. I don't know. Oh, wait. Hold on. Is this? Yeah. Okay, my computer is like bugging. Hold on. Alright, I guess we're just gonna go for it. I can't really see anything. I don't know if a chat will show up for me. Let me check that actually. Okay, so I can still see chat. Everything else doesn't work for me. The chat works, and my to see how long I've been going works. So we're just gonna run with it. What is good stream? We are here doing the 2.2 story because I misclicked. I was gonna do it later at a later date when I had more free time, but I accidentally started the cutscene. So here we are. Oh, Boo Hill. On the Express.
Celebration will commence with much fanfare.
I already told you. We can talk things out.
I'm sorry, Fluffy. I really have something urgent to attend to, so
he does look
I
cool.
have no choice but to resort to asking this favor of you all.
Since you already know what you're doing, I'll also have to remind you of its risks.
Hey, partner, what's with the hostility?
What's with the you have a gun?
This
What?
thing out was just a way of saying hello.
Hold on, let me turn game volume up.
For the last time, state your identity and purpose.
My name's Boot Hill, and I'm a Galaxy Ranger.
A Galaxy
Ranger?
You look like you seen a ghost. Did you think we all went extinct? Well, that's the price you pay for being off-grid for too long.
The righteous heroes of the hunt would never hijack the Astral Express.
I ain't hijacked anything. What, chatting with someone while holding the gun is considered a hijacking?
Yeah, under every circumstance I think it is.
Pardon my frankness, but there are plenty of
this is
rumors
going on.
in the cosmos
Guys,
regarding the
remember
Galaxy
to
Rangers'
join the
current
Discord.
status.
Link is in bio.
And none of them are pretty stories.
Join or follow the Instagram.
I have a hard time
as well as the
believing you.
TikTok. The Instagram link is in bio. I still have to do TikTok.
This is hilarious.
I have an
The
account
tale
though.
that
It's
this bunch
at
of
Real
fools
Cookie G.
spin is
So
getting
follow
out of
that.
hand. There's even a bit about the Galaxy Rangers being turned
And
into
yeah.
gibbons by Dr. Primitive, and they're
That's about what I gotta say
somehow
right now.
screwing around on swings. Of
I want to know
course,
what's happening.
I know you won't believe me, which is also why, similarly, I have a hard time believing that you're the real Nameless. See the bullets in this gun? 9mm, an eternal classic. I may need the Astral Express's help right now, but if you're an imposter just like that one, then this bullet might just end up in my head.
He's so
I can't
cool.
allow
Oh,
myself to
do
be
I want him?
exposed to danger.
Oh, I don't
That's
know if I want to
just
get
the
him.
way it goes. So, you all have to first prove yourselves. Huh? Where are you going?
Recognize this?
I don't even recognize that.
It's
Oh, it's yeah.
Roger, the Jade Abacus of Ally and Oath. The CN Joe really gave this to you guys?
Muddle fudger?
This is the Jade Abacus gifted to the Express by the Shenzhou Luofu's general, Jing Yuan. Its presence on board serves as the Shenzhou Alliance's official recognition of the Express. Is that enough?
Someone could easily
Not
steal that
bad,
though.
kiddo. And across these sprawling stars, a gentle squeeze is all it takes to rustle up a whole legion of Cloud Knights. Now, I reckon that'd be one fudging sight to be.
They're dropping
Now it's
some
your
words.
turn.
I know they're not dropping the actual words,
Been
but
ages since the Galaxy
dropping
Rangers
some words.
had the spotlight shown on them. We ain't equipped with such fancy gadgets, but I've been around the block enough to know the way to handle these types of situations is easy as pie. All right then, feel free to toss any questions my way. Let's see if my answers can't turn your trust. If your gut tells you otherwise, still ain't too late to show me the door.
And why would I play?
If I truly am a real Galaxy Ranger,
So what are the
you
Galaxy
stand
Rangers?
to lose nothing.
From what Dan said, I think that they're all like hunt
Alright then.
members.
Tell me.
But like I don't know their significance.
What kind of organization are the Galaxy Rangers?
I guess I'm finding it out
my
right now.
friend, this question is a hard one. I don't think I can even consider us an organization to begin with. Everyone's on their own fated path along the hunt, with their own resolute sense of righteousness and not so welcome among such so-called universal values.
This reply does not instill trust. It only makes your predicament more precarious.
I'm guessing you're gonna ask about some form of shared faith, right? But us Galaxy Rangers don't need that sort of thing. What brings us together is a shared bottom line. Never bully the weak. Never kill the innocent.
That's fair.
These oaths aren't some lofty beliefs, but the fundamental bottom line that one must never cross as a person. As Galaxy Rangers, we strictly adhere to the bottom line. When someone crosses them, the hunt's vengeance will surely come knocking. And in this moment, the other crucial meaning of bottom line comes into play. As long as you don't cross it, you're free to do whatever you please. You catch my drift?
I do like
Second
him.
question.
If his gameplay is good,
Why do you seek trouble with the Astral Express?
then that might be
I already said that I seek
that
no
might be
trouble.
bad for me.
I must
'Cause I
know the
want
people
Firefly
before
so bad,
matter.
and I want
But
Jade.
I don't have an invite, and I can't even enter the family's hotel doors. If only I could borrow the Nameless's identity. The entire cosmos knows you're guests of the family.
Aren't the Galaxy Rangers also esteemed guests?
Oh, you've hit the nail on the head. This is why I'm here. It's fine if I tell you. The Rangers are pursuing an imposter.
Acheron.
Some nice lady posing as one of us. She's on Pentacone right now. My informant is a memo keeper. She's the same as all mimetic organisms, appearing one moment and gone
Yup.
the next. Ugh, she scares the fudge out of me. Still, she gave me some vital info.
I don't really get why he has shark
That
teeth
Galaxy
though.
Ranger
That's one thing
imposter.
that kind of throws me off.
Who is it?
Is that the third question?
Is it a hard question?
It isn't. Just that you might not believe me. That person calls herself Acheron. And according to our informant, she could be an emanator of nihility.
That's impossible.
That's what I said. Don't worry. When I first received the news, I had the exact same reaction as you.
IX never gives anyone so much as a first glance, and that's perfectly normal. What reason would they have to bequeath strength unto mortals?
Then you must know that emanators can also conceal their own identities, which,
Oh,
for many people, it's better that way. Otherwise, there'd be wanton bloodshed across the cosmos, or even, perhaps, turning their back on the path they're supposed to follow. I had the good fortune of running into an elation emanator. Its appearance was no different than that of those clowns. If it weren't through sheer luck that I got it drunk, I would have never known of its eminent status. Even in the purest
So our
hunt,
Emanator's like a
you'll
big
find
deal.
the
That's,
Xianzhou Alliance under the spotlight
know.
and Galaxy Rangers lurking in the shadows. Paths are inevitably concepts created by people and exist in planes beyond our understanding. To reckon that
I thought my game was about to crash.
don't exist, well, maybe we just ain't nihilistic enough. So, do you understand now? Your companions are in danger, and it's pretty harrowing. If you don't want to believe me, you'd best send a message to them.
Yeah, Dan, text us.
Fast. We don't know what's happening in the dreamscape or how much of what the memo keeper said is true. And that Acheron.
Welt knows that she's not like a Galaxy Ranger though, right? So I don't feel like we're in too much trouble. Oh,
I don't intend to do anything.
That's
she did.
not up to you. Did you know? People who come to the land of dreams for the first time, they'll subconsciously stop to reaffirm that they're still walking on
Why does this
solid
kid have such a
ground.
deep voice?
And be it reality or dream, staring at the sky is instinctual for humanity.
Oh my god.
Since the day that the golden hour was completed, it's always been there, watching over every single night of decadence. But now this night sky has been mercilessly severed, dyed with the mist of nihility. And this whole event happened within the course of a single slash of a blade.
A single slash of a blade. Isn't really
Two blades.
accurate. It was actually 2 blades, just that the second one was faster.
That's not the point. Many guests who weren't supposed to be invited have gathered at this banquet. Even if the harmony is all embracing, I have no choice but to show some of them the door. For the sake of Penacony and the peace. The planet of festivities has no place for you, a puppet of nihility.
So they know. Everyone
Those who
knows right
live
now, right?
in the shadows do not bear the right to tread the illuminated stage.
Speaking of living in the shadows,
Wait, we get Harmony
there's
Trailblazer,
probably
right?
not much difference between us.
Or Imaginary
It's only
Trailblazer?
polite to reveal your true self, at least when speaking to others. Penacony's
excited.
Dream Master.
What?
That's just another reason that you can't stay.
Whether you believe
So it's that kid.
or not, this is the real me.
We are one.
Oh, wait, what?
Is this the unity that the family espouses?
My mortal shell
So is he the bird?
Since
dissipated.
Or is that Sunday's bird who's just
the
watching?
Oak family's 107,336 offspring
Wow.
are now my eyes, ears, and mouths, spreading joy across dreams when required, and in times of essential need, exiling evil from this haven in my stead.
From the sound of it, it seems like you're asking me to leave Penacony.
Yeah, that's what he said.
That you're an understanding one. Alas, I'm not asking.
Oh.
If you think you can.
Oh.
Are you threatening me?
I ended it with a period. It was a statement, not a threat.
Well, threats also end in periods, I
Knowing
guess.
who I am
right?
and still showing such malice. You're not the first, nor will you be the last. This scene played out many times before. And usually when when faced with my questions, most people retort, why can't I? The result has invariably been that they can't.
You
Dang.
are confident. But be reminded, the family is forgiving, but not weak. The cords of the harmony extend across worlds. If you do not comply, when the blade is unsheathed for even a hair's breadth, you will never be able to escape the eternal Centurion's wrath in all of your lifetime.
So if she unsheaths her blade again, that it's over for her.
137 individuals. That is how many heathens I have exiled since I became Dream Master. Among them were those who once severed my wings, and those who immolated my body. And here I stand again, about to add another mark to the tally.
And you will die.
Oh.
I mean, all of you will. But that won't come to pass.
Okay.
I'll do as you ask. I'll leave.
A wise choice.
I wasn't aware there was a choice.
To you, that surely is the only option. Please bear in mind, you and Penacone are of different worlds. Those born on the far bank cannot seek solace across the river. Leave and never return. The radiance of the planet of festivities is overwhelmingly bright, luring in tricksters, wrongdoers, and criminals. But even the harmony itself will never welcome the self-annihilator of nihility. And
So
even
everyone
more
hates
so
Acheron,
when this
I guess.
self-annihilator
Except for us.
heralds the destruction of everything. Your strength is obviously a gift of the sleeping and shapeless, immeasurable and fathomless, like a tributary spawned from the abyss that brings death and sin to all. Acheron, a befitting name.
Uh-oh.
Take it from someone on the other side of your so-called river. You know better than I do that Penacone has already deviated from the harmony. Whatever your intentions may be, I foresee only one.
Oh, she knows the bird.
Its future holds nothing but
Oh.
nihility. Just like all the worlds that have drowned in their shadow.
Wow. Robin? Robin's dead though, right?
Attention, please. The unusual event that occurred moments
Wait.
ago was due to a technical malfunction at Clock Studios theme park. The family has promptly responded to secure the area, and we're happy to report that there have been no injuries.
I'm just listening to the music. I'm just listening to Robin in the background.
So many chips fell from the sky, and I even caught one of them. But it vanished in an instant before my very eyes.
Excuse me. Are you talking about the Clock Studio?
Yeah.
What about it? Oh, Miss Robin, am I seeing things right?
No
It has
need
to be
worry.
Sparkle, right?
I apologize for any inconvenience caused to your delightful dream journey. What you just mentioned about the chips really piqued my interest. Would you mind providing more details about the incident?
Oh, it was just those chips you normally see everywhere. The green ones? They fell from the sky as if it were raining.
And then those chips simply disappeared. It appears to be the Dream Sim tech the Iris family has been developing.
Huh? Miss Robin, you mean those chips were all part of a performance? But I really...
Shh. This technology hasn't been made public yet. It was originally planned to debut at the Charmony Festival, but it seems it's been leaked. Can you help me keep this secret? The raining chips were supposed to be part of my act.
Oh,
Oh, so it has to be
Then
like
it all makes
Sparkle.
sense now. I'll do anything to help make the Charming event.
Thank you. As appreciation, I'd like to give you a token gift.
Oh,
Press it at just the right moment in the celebration, and there could be an unexpected treat in store for you.
Yeah.
Alright.
So okay,
It looks like there are
it's
other guests
Sparkle.
who are also confused.
I don't know why she's doing
I'll have
this
to
though.
excuse myself.
Maybe because Adventurine didn't
Please,
click his
enjoy
button.
the
She
dreamscape.
wants somebody to click it.
So many people talking about it. This commotion at the theme park definitely made waves.
Okay, so it just gives me mine. What's the story, Robin? Oh, I can't. That sucks.
The family promised they would protect the guests within the dreamscape, but I witnessed a group of organic life forms making their way to the theme park. And soon after, a rip tore through the sky, and black rain started leaking out of the void. The
That's our bad.
family needs to provide a reasonable explanation, or I'll take my loved ones and return to reality. I thought the dreamscape was supposed to be a paradise. If it's not, then there's no point staying here.
It appears the good sir has seen many great events. And it's true that an uninvited guest has unexpectedly entered the dreamscape. However, their target is not the ordinary guests, but the ambassadors of the IPC. The family will certainly ensure that the safety of the guests is of the highest importance.
So why is
Miss
she
Robin,
like
I
going
know
around?
The Bloodhound family has already sealed off the theme park and has control over the situation, but it won't resolve the
trying to
problem.
save the
The family
family's
can try their best to protect their reputation, but
or
as
reputation.
a guest, I don't wish to gamble with my life.
But as you can see, sir, no innocent bystanders were affected in this incident. Perhaps the dreamscape is not as perfect as promised, but there's no place safer than dreams under the family's rule. I believe you know this better than I do. If this incident happened in real life, how many people would be able to walk away from it?
I could stay here, but keep in mind, guests come to Penacony to enjoy the dreamscapes. They do not wish to be entangled in a conflict between the family and the IPC, so let's not have any more unnecessary
Of course. With the
Okay,
Charmony
so
Festival
she
about
just
to commence,
wants
we will
to
spare
give-
no effort in our preparations. Rest assured.
Because that button has to be the same one that like she gave or Sparkle gave Aventurine.
Nothing to be worried about. There's been a small rehearsal mishap at Clock Studios theme park.
Hey, are you a fool? You don't even recognize.
I'm sorry. I've just been transferred to the Bloodhound family, and I'm still not too used to working on the streets. I didn't realize it was you. I'm so sorry.
Hey, don't sweat it. You guys have a tough job. I know
Yeah,
how
so
it
why
is.
is she being
How's the
Robin?
situation
I
looking?
that's what I'm still
We've
confused
sealed
about.
off the theme park. Most guests are used to bizarre phenomena in the dreamscape, and so far, no threats have been detected. We can expect.
Rest assured, Miss Robin will intensify our patrols to ensure that no incidents occur.
Yeah,
I
sure.
trust you guys. But regarding what happened in the theme park, what do you hounds think about it? It's okay. Feel free to speak your mind.
Well,
Actually, I was there shortly after it happened. Is it true that the IPC's ambassadors came with ill intent? And that Galaxy Ranger who easily cut through the sky?
Miss Robin, tell you the truth, everyone's been talking about it. The myriad factions on Penacony have already been causing unease for everyone.
Oh,
Thank
shoot.
you all for
I
your
for-
loyalty
forgot I had
towards
to
the
click.
family. The Planet of Festivities has indeed run into some trouble. The representative from the IPC, he's trying to regain ownership of
Oh.
Penacony and is prepared for a hostile takeover. Of course, the family did not agree. The result of the failed negotiations is as you see it now.
No wonder. So this is the main reason why the IPC staff are banned from entering the dreamscape. Did they apprehend
It's
the
interesting
troublemaker
that
in the end?
Robin's kit goes so well
Don't
with
worry. Mr. Sunday is
follow-up
currently
attack
tracking his
units
whereabouts,
who's
and I'll
like
have something to show for it
basically
soon.
all IPC.
However, given
So,
the situation, the IPC
that's
surely
really
won't let this go
interesting.
easily. Therefore, we are relying
Their
on
kits
you
go
hounds to
so well
maintain the
together.
order and stability of the dreamscape.
Please be assured, Miss Robin, we take our orders seriously. We won't let those IPC cronies get away with this.
Thank you for your hard work. If there are any other members who still feel uneasy, please tell them on my behalf that protecting the dreamscape requires everyone. This is a small gift prepared by the Iris family for the guests. There's one for you too. Please, open it at the Charmony Festival for an unexpected surprise.
I can't believe I received a gift from Miss Robin. It feels like I'm dreaming. Wait, I am in a dream.
If trouble comes knocking on our door, we're not afraid to go to war.
Bars,
The
man.
dreamscape's peace will be protected by the Bloodhound family.
Ugh, I want to do these shorts. Oh, yeah, here got my free 2 wishes. Oop.
Miss
Misclicked.
Robin? That's the renowned cosmic soup.
I didn't expect to meet a fan here. I'm honored.
What? Everyone's a
Welcome
fan
to
of you, though.
Penacony, a world filled with wonderful dreams.
I can't believe I'm actually meeting the real Robin. Shouldn't you be preparing for the Charmony Festival?
Preparation is important, but the ceremony is fundamentally about sharing the Great One's harmony with everyone. If there's a chance to sing with everyone, I will not refuse. Regarding the recent mishap, I understand it negatively impacted some of our guests. As a member of the family, it's only right for me to come forward and offer my apologies to everyone.
But, are you sure it was actually a mishap? Everyone saw those chips descending like rain and the red light tearing through the sky. Claiming it was merely special effects seems a bit far-fetched.
Yeah.
Plus, I met that generous gentleman. He looked really out of it and kept talking to himself. Is this also part of the performance?
Everyone, please do not panic. I believe that the family will give everyone a satisfactory answer in due time.
Even if you say so.
So we're scared. Sparkle's gonna be
Some people
scared.
just never listen, do they?
Yup.
It's never ending. It just goes on and on. I'm getting really tired of this.
Miss Robin?
Still, I suppose I should keep on helping everyone. I am the epitome of joy, kindness, and goodness.
Is that how you spell
after all.
epitome? That's disgusting. Thought it ended with a Y.
Huh? What was I just doing?
Here, take this, little guest.
Yup.
This gift has been specially prepared for you. Make sure to take good care of it until the opening of the Charmony Festival. Then, when the show reaches its climax, press the button together with the others around you. You never know. Something
So she
very
just wants to
exciting
bomb
might happen.
Penacony. But we don't know why, do we?
We're back to where it all began.
Firefly!
You entered the golden hour from this place. And it is
Yes!
also from here where you will enter the true Penacony. It is a pleasure to journey alongside you once more. But it's time I laid bare the entire truth.
I was about to be like,
before
are you gonna speak or?
As you might have heard, I also go by another name. Stellaron Hunter Sam.
Ooh.
I know you have many questions. Do you remember when we encountered death in that strange dreamscape? When I was caught by that meme? In that instant before it killed me? I saw the reflection of another dreamscape in its ghastly pupils. So, following the clues in the script, I came up with some theories about the meme.
Where's Silverwolf here? What?
That's why
Oh my
I
God.
instructed Silverwolf to issue invitations, drawing everyone to the Dreams Hotel. I intended to call upon death before you arrived.
Oh.
To solve the riddle using more direct means. And then invite you to join. However, contrary to my wishes, I couldn't defy the script. And I didn't get a chance to explain it to you. It is how you see now. I was impaled by the bladed wings of death. The heavy pressure of concentrated memoria, miasma, exploded in my mind as if it was actually reality. But after the momentary numbness subsided,
Wow.
I found that my body was absolutely unscathed. I was
So she was
still
fine?
alive.
Oh, wow.
And it was just as I thought. I had arrived at a place starkly different from this beautiful dream. Beneath the dreamscape of Penacony lies another, more chaotic, more primal memory.
Land of Exiles.
Its name? Land of the Exiles.
Wow.
And so, then I returned to the hotel in the dreamscape, hoping to tell you of its existence. Yet I could not reveal my own identity.
Why not?
So, I could only divert your party's attention and lure you away from the battlefield. And after, all my attempts proved futile. It wasn't until not long ago when a crimson blade of light shattered the high wall of the dream, causing you all to fall far into the abyssal depths of the dreamscape, that I was able to awaken you and your companions one by one. And that's it. That is all that's happened so far.
That's a sick scene, though.
I know it's tough to believe all this without reservations. I just want to say,
I'm so
you're
glad she's
very
alive, though.
close to the final answer.
She's
Just
such a
one
good
more
character.
thing needs to be done, and then I can prove it to you. Now, let's leave this place. Please close your eyes. Take a deep breath and visualize the dreamscape's outline in your heart. And remember, you must not open your eyes at all times. 3, 2, 1. Don't be afraid. The one who has come to greet us has
Who's
arrived.
it? So, since she's fine, that means Robin is also fine, right? But now she's in the place of exiles? Is that Sunday?
Do you
No,
have
it's
a
Blake.
driver's
Okay.
license?
I do.
That is surprising.
Why? Because this is Japella, the city
Ooh.
of sins.
It was Japella.
No, it's nothing. I'm just thinking that you haven't slept in 20 system hours. Are you sure you're okay?
Is that the next place?
I'm fine. I'll survive. Same goes for you.
I'm not so sure about that. Slow down a bit.
So I need to know why she
Infiltration
has this
is over.
crack, like on her head,
Feel
on her
free to
neck,
activate Sam
like
anytime.
part of her face.
There's still some time before the next part of the script unfolds. Let me stay a little longer in this body. Such a long tunnel. Didn't feel this long when I set off.
In half a system hour, it will lead us to Kafka. And then comes the downfall of the Japella Brotherhood.
Is that also?
It's in your script too.
Sorry. I didn't notice.
Celeron hunters are just always everywhere,
Their
I guess.
destiny won't change just because of your selective ignorance. I told you before, it's a bad habit.
What about you then? Is this the moment you finally find the death you've been looking for?
As always, it's a blank slate. It's not on this planet. the sudden inquiry?
Because I'm currently in a car with a sleep-deprived driver. I just want to get there in one piece.
One Piece. The One Piece is real.
This car has full self-driving capabilities. I'll just put my hand on the steering wheel. Will that do?
Hey, don't take everything so seriously. Elio would always say there's only one type of destiny. The inescapable
Who's
type.
Elio? Elio's one of the other
We
Star
can see
Hunters,
the
right?
future, and we, likewise, are aware of our predetermined end. But before that moment arrives, we can still choose what we do. We all have this right, don't we?
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history, and the Everflame Mansion will take its place.
Okay.
In the not-too-distant future, you'll receive an invitation. That's your next stop.
Land of the dreams.
I hope you find whatever you seek there. Be it answers, or salvation.
So I'm so confused.
Glad to see you're safe and sound.
Where are we?
Close your eyes.
Ooh. Firefly's with us still.
Is the answer. Isn't it incredible? The monster that we have always known as Death is actually the guardian of the land of the exiles. It abides by a certain rule. Abducting people from their dreams and bringing them here.
The question that has been perplexing us, does death really exist in the dreamscape?
Why is Well here,
appears
though?
to be a cognitive trap. It was laid by those orchestrating events from the shadows to cover up the truth behind the disappearances and the existence of this fortress known as Dreamflux Reef. Every emergence of that meme is related to the Watchmaker.
Oh.
Since Dreamflux Reef is where it brings its captives, it's likely that many of our long-standing questions will be answered in this place.
The atmosphere here is starkly different from the beautiful dream. There are no regulators here like the family. And they all look like they're mildly dazed. But from the whispers of the residents, they've heard a familiar name. Gallagher.
It's that man again.
That's the
Always
evil
in the right
guy.
place at the right time. Though that does save us the trouble of looking for him. Himiko and March have already made a move. Get ready. We're about to set off.
Wait, so how is everyone
the real
here?
dreamscape. The land of the exiles.
Thanks, Nummy.
Before we go,
Can always
should
count
we
on you,
speak to
bud.
everyone first?
So I don't know where we are, do we? $19 chests? Okay. Still have to find all of them there. But Topaz is gonna be so good to have. I'm so glad that she's alive. I'm so glad. Oh, not more of these birds, man. Those birds are so annoying to find. I took some solid water. Not ice, just solid water.
Keep going straight down this alley and it'll lead to an elevator. It'll take us to the center
What are you
of the land of
What are
the
you doing
exiles.
in there? Hello, bird. I hope there aren't like another 30 of them here to find. Alright. Oh, buddy's hitting it. Okay.
What a huge clocky.
Oh my god.
Looks like the watchmaker also left his mark on Dreamflux Reef.
Robin looks so good. That is a giant clock. Feeling we would have gotten something if I investigated that.
Unbelievable. To think there's a settlement of this size within the dreamscape. And beyond the family's reach.
Thank you.
The atmosphere in this fortress is pretty different from that in the beautiful dream.
When I first saw it, I was
Wow.
in awe too. The sky here, it's like a reflection of
It's
the
gonna look
12
like just like
dreamscapes.
evil wings on Clocky with
What's
the
even more
red
bizarre
background.
is that this place is also separated into trade and residential areas.
Really?
The layout may be simple, but the facilities are very comprehensive. It seems that there are quite a number of people living here.
Though both dreamscapes have distinct styles, the architectural designs are quite similar. Works of the same hand, perhaps. Hard not to speculate on the connection. But
Yeah.
there's no point in overthinking things.
Take a right turn at the end of this road and you'll reach the trade district. There are more people there. And perhaps someone knows where she is.
Not coming with...
The Astral Express likely needs room for some internal deliberation.
I wouldn't recommend going for Gallagher though.
I'll try and locate Gallagher.
And no,
Sure.
you are a part of the Astral Express. Come on, come with us. I'm making you an
Letting her
official
go
member.
was the right decision. Further
Why is
observations
Misha
are needed
here?
before we decide whether to trust her. But first, there's someone I need to talk to. Let's go. He's right, the Reverie Hotel's bellboy.
Bro.
How did he end up here? And right after Miss Acheron severed the beautiful...
I hate
dream?
Misha.
We'd better check.
Trash can is perfect for me. And perfectly legal for
Actually, where's the chest then he's gonna find? Is it up here? It is. Okay. Is it... Yep. I'm gonna do story first, though.
You were the guest from before. We meet again! And a new friend. Forgot to introduce myself. I'm the hotel's bellboy, Misha.
Hello, Misha. I'm Welt. We met in a dream.
Wait, so everyone can see Clocky? Or... Okay, yeah.
Your, memory zone meme?
No, Clocky is a good friend
Oh my
of
god,
mine.
there's another
We
bird.
all live here. How did you two get here? This dreamscape isn't supposed to be open to the public.
Sleepy?
I wonder if it has something to do with Sleepy.
So, this is your...
Yep. After my work in the beautiful dream ends, I'll go back home. Commuting used to be more convenient, but ever since travel became cumbersome, Sleepy started ferrying people back and forth between the two dreamscapes.
This...
Sleepy is a memory zone meme.
Okay.
Looks fierce and has many eyes, but it's actually really well behaved. Gallagher's been taking care of it.
Based on the description, that meme is indisputably death. A nightmare for the family, but for the people who live here, well, that couldn't be further from the truth.
Yeah.
Death? Not in a dream, surely.
Sleepy's just a little aggressive, and sometimes messes up by fetching the wrong guess. But it would never hurt anyone.
I see.
Yeah, right.
Has it brought back any guests recently? Say, in the last day or two? We're currently investigating a missing person case that occurred within the beautiful dream.
I see. Then you'll have to speak with Gallagher. But he's currently busy hosting a visitor from the Oak family and specifically asked not to be disturbed.
So why would Gallagher want to send
Mr.
Sunday
Yang?
here?
The person you're looking for, is it Miss Robin?
Just as I thought. Considering what happened with Miss Firefly, this doesn't come as a surprise.
If you're looking for Miss Robin, I can lead the way. She told me that she'd be willing to meet with outside guests.
If it's not too much trouble. Also, we're looking for our missing companions. A woman with red hair accompanied by a girl with pink hair. Have you seen them?
Oh, I haven't. But please, rest assured. Dreamflux Reef is a small place, and it's not as bustling as the beautiful Dream. But its safety is how about this? Since it's your first time here in Dreamflux Reef, I'll be your guide and help you find your companions. And then we can all
Oh
go
my
visit
god,
Miss
we
Robin
don't
together.
need you, Misha. We
She's
don't
gone to
need you
Mrs.
with
Grace's
us.
to
Just
visit the children.
go and play
She
with
won't be
the
leaving
little
anytime
clock.
soon. So there should be enough time.
All right then. Well, Well, we now know the answer to both murder cases that have caused such commotion in Penacony. As for the intentions of the mastermind behind it all, we're still none the wiser.
Yeah.
Yes, that's my thinking as well. I'm not entirely certain, but we still have to find him one way or another. Say, you mentioned before... I can't shake off this strange feeling. Forget it.
Oh,
It's not
true.
important.
Yeah, is there something like else? Or a different reason why we see him? And Miss...
Everyone,
and
look!
Welt also does. Oh my god.
You can see the most spectacular view of Dreamflux Reef.
A black hole? No. An accretion disk formed from consolidated memoria? Was Dreamflux...
Oh, so Mr. Yang is
Wow.
also versed in Memoria dynamics. I was just trying to figure out how to explain this huge hole to everyone. I bet you guys have a lot in common with Miss Kami.
Ah, Miss Robin.
Look, there she is.
No, I'm surprised there's not a chest over here. Oh, I just... Yeah, I want to talk to you. There we go. Alright. So who are you?
My calculations are finally
Who's the
done.
same thing as,
In another 10
who was it, Robin or Sunday?
Where
Or
are you all and why
one of
haven't
them.
you
I think it's Robin.
I'm Kami, a dreamscape surveyor specializing in Memoria dynamics. And this is my life's work that I'm researching. See that huge gaping hole? It was just a narrow rift many years ago. But now, it's grown into a giant hole. The surrounding Memoria has been flowing towards the other end of the hole at a constant velocity, slowly but surely. But the scary part is, according to my calculations, the flow rate of Memoria has recently
Well, then it's not
changed,
constant.
and it's faster than ever before. It's almost as if something is sucking it in from the other side. By constantly improving upon Madame Rosalina's Memoria measurement method, I've finally obtained accurate results. After 10 system hours, the Dreamflux Reef will
Ooh.
cease to exist. Just like the melting
That
of
doesn't seem
glaciers,
good.
everything will crumble and disintegrate. The dreams on that side of the void will fuse into one.
Please don't worry. This sort of thing has happened many times before. Miss Kami isn't a bad person. She's just a bit...
You don't say. There was something else that piqued my interest. Who is Madame Rosalina?
Oh, do you know her too? Or are you also a fan of Memoria dynamics?
We're very interested in Madame Rosalina's achievements.
I don't really care about her achievements.
She's an excellent scholar of Memoria dynamics, and the first person to apply Memoria rate measurement methodology on interstellar travelers. Regrettably, due to the presence of the Garden of
That's
Recollection,
successful? Yeah.
ordinary people
Yeah, thank
don't
you.
pay
That
much
was,
attention to the nature of Memoria. She
50 minutes ago. Wow, 50 minutes ago.
leaving only a few thin journals behind.
I've
I came to Penacony
barely
to
gotten
learn more
anything
about
through
my
this
idol,
story.
and went to great lengths to seek out Dreamflux Reef, all because this is her final resting place. Prodigies always meet their demise prematurely. If only Madame Rosalina had more time, she would have discovered a way to reverse the flow. I felt it. The source is in the golden hour. There is a certain
I feel like this
anomalous
quest is gonna be
presence
like
stirring
8
the
hours
currents of
long.
the memory zone. I must uncover more concrete proof.
So this might be like a 5 or 6 part stream, guys.
Does the name Madame Rosalina sound? Before we came to Penacony, the conductor had given us a list
yeah,
of names
this is
to
gonna
look
be a
into.
while.
Her name
I'm an
was
hour
mentioned.
in, and
it seems like she did a
this
great
is
deal
all
of
I've gotten
research
to.
and calculations in Dreamflux Reef before abruptly passing away.
Miss Katie regularly mentions her. I hear Madame Rosalina passed away during the prison war. She could see the Penacony of today. Its people building homes in the memory zone. I bet she'd be really happy. Our destination is the commercial district. That's where the largest crowds gather in Dreamflux Reef. We might be able to find the others.
You're not Robin. I'm sorry to say. Oh, there's March.
Let me go!
Let's
Please,
explore
come to
over
your
here
senses.
first.
I'm begging
There's gonna
you.
be a chest somewhere. I can feel it. Yep, right over here. And is there another one? Probably not. What are you? Oh, your bird. I'll worry about that later then.
I remember when this place.
Okay, what's March bullying a kid about?
Oh my. I'm human and so are you. Can you get a grip? Mr. Yang and Miss Trailblazer, I've been waiting for you. Quickly, come help. I bumped into a member of the family on the way here. He was so scared and I just wanted to calm him down. But...
Let me go! Let me go! I've only done good in my life. Why can't I rest in peace after death?
well,
You ain't
this
dead,
is how
bud.
it turned out. Me? A ghost? Don't make me hit you. He thinks he's dead. Although, when I first fell in, I also thought the same.
Dear guest, this is not the afterlife. This is Dreamflux Reef.
That's right. Did you hear that? Repeat after me. Dream Flux Reef.
You're talking to someone invisible. If I'm not dead, what am I?
Alive?
I shouldn't have pushed my luck and tried sleeping in my dream. Curiosity kills the Papeshi. So stop asking. You'll alert them.
You're not talking about...
Don't say that name. It's all your fault.
Oh, alright. What is that? I meant to hit E, but I guess I didn't want to.
Time to twirl! Time to twirl! A quick divination. Gather as one. Honored to meet me.
Okay.
He passed out. His intense negative emotions attracted the nearby memory zone memes.
I see. But why aren't the other people around here scared?
Unlike in the Sweet Dream, people here don't see Memory Zone memes as dangerous monsters. And even if they pose a threat, people can easily escape by forcing a wake-up call. But we can't just leave this man here.
We can ask Jesse for help.
Who's
I've
Jesse?
gotten to know many locals while waiting for you guys.
Not gone that long.
Everyone here is living a self-sufficient life. I don't know how
What?
to describe it, but this
Okay.
place feels like the real dream.
I'm not talking to a cello. He's pretty much trolling everyone. Sparkle? Yeah, Sparkle is trolling everyone. I don't know if, like... I don't know why, though. Like, I don't get it. I know she wants to blow everything up. But... why is she keeping up Robin's, look? Oh, why am I talking to you? I wanted this... Like, why is she...
Welcome, Miss March.
You know, keeping up Robin's reputation.
These two are my friends.
That's what I'm
As
confused
for
about.
the man lying on the ground, he's a scaredy cat who fainted from fright.
Wow.
I see. Another poor guy who accidentally ended up here. There have been a lot of new faces lately. Things must be tough in the beautiful dream. The few remaining havens of freedom in Asdana will soon face trouble.
Do such things often?
Where's Asdana?
Not really, but they're
I really
becoming more
should have paid
frequent
attention
now.
to this story of the
Guess it's one of the
game
signs of the
before
sweet dreams
Penacony.
collapse.
'Cause I don't know what like half of the things we're talking about is.
This man has had quite the shock. Could you help me find a Halovian lady, March? Her songs can heal mental wounds.
A Halovian lady?
That must be Robin.
Oh.
She's also here in...
Huh? Robin? But I thought she...
Yeah.
Oh, right. If Firefly is here safe and sound, then it means Robin must be okay too.
Misha's about to take us to her to find out what happened. But before that, let's meet up with Himiko. You were with her earlier, right?
We met some stowaways in the residential area. I heard that places like Dreamflux Reef are scattered throughout the memory zone of Asdana, like islands in the ocean. They existed before the I also heard that when Dreamflux Reef took shape, it was the center of all dreamscapes in Penacony.
Oh, really?
If that's true, it's no wonder there are so many similarities between this place.
Himiko must be gathering information.
Yeah, that's actually interesting. Miko was talking
This is where we
to...
split up. She can't be too
Who, is that Captain America?
That's how it is. I never imagined we'd gather
Who are
the
you?
details here.
Chris Evans?
To borrow Gallagher's catchphrase, what an unpredictable twist of fate.
Himiko!
Ah, perfect timing. Now that everyone's here, I'd like to introduce everyone to Micah, who's partly in charge
Micah,
of
wasn't that the...
exiles. Micah,
No.
these are my companions.
It was
It's a
Mika.
pleasure to
Wasn't
meet the
Micah?
nameless.
Who's the guy who,
You...
I've
Oh,
been keeping
like,
an eye on you
who
since
the
day
story
you
was
arrived
talking
in
about in, like,
Penacony. We would have
2.0
met under
or...
more appropriate
Yeah.
circumstances if Dreamflux Reef hadn't been isolated from the 12 dreamscapes.
I don't remember what the name was. I
Allow
saw the
me
name.
to formally introduce myself. I'm Micah, the Gravekeeper of Dreamflux.
Gravekeeper?
Life in Dreamflux Reef is pretty liberating. Everyone here mostly keeps to themselves, without meddling in others' affairs.
That's wild. Chris Evans collab
My
in
daily
Honkai.
task involves
Mention could
cleaning a
never.
few tombstones.
You're too modest, Micah. When lost dream chasers stumble upon this place, you're the one who takes care of them, guiding them back to the sweet dream, or showing them how to survive the wild dream chaos.
So, Gart?
Were you talking to me, Mr. Yang?
On that note,
that-
Mr. Mika,
what is that?
Which
I don't trust
tombstones
that, that's
are you
weird.
referring to? We didn't come across any graveyard when we...
They're actually just symbolic stones. But since you're curious, Mr. Yang, I'll take you there. I have a feeling you might find something of interest there. But before that, you have an important guest.
An important guest? Who could it be?
Robin, right? Yeah.
This way, please. The roads here in Dreamflux Reef are a bit run down, so watch your step.
Come on, it's gotta be Robin, right? Yeah! There she is.
There she is.
so wonderfully. It's not often that I tried this music style, but I've gained some valuable insights from...
Oh, I can't thank you enough, Robin. Well, these kids have made incredible progress in only a few days.
It was nothing, Grace. I merely taught them how to sing. It was you who brought hope into their lives. Life must be quite difficult for them in reality, I imagine.
That's right.
Whenever it's time to say goodbye to these
second.
kids, they're reluctant to leave. But
It seems you truly are a child of the Harmony. Emma and Andy are orphans I took under my wing. Carol there, with her blind eyes, used to work at a nutrition
Alright, I'm
center
back.
in the outer ring of Penacony. And as for Gary, he's been living with
They're
autism
orphans?
since he was a child.
Dang.
They're not
That's
old
rough.
enough to enter the sweet dream managed by the family. If we compare people to birds, these kids are like fledglings with impaired wings.
Interesting
In this
analogy.
dream, well, they can fly freely. Even if they stumble along the way, well, they're still relying on their own strength. And me, an old lady with no legs.
You have no legs?
Well, without
What?
this.
I'm glad that you found a new life here in Penacony. It's just...
Don't worry, Robin. Dreams have their significance, but you know what? Emma and Gary aren't plagued by their insecurities anymore. No. And Carol is learning how to cope with her blindness. And Andy is livelier than ever. Well, even I've become more optimistic. You see, in dreams, we learn how to live. Once we return to reality, we learn how to survive.
That's some real stuff right there.
Then we share our wings with one another.
Learn how to live before you learn how to survive.
There's no need to covet an illusory sky in dreams. Because we have the right and the ability to fly towards a broader horizon.
It's a relief to see you safe and sound, Miss Robin.
It's nice to see you all again, Astral Express crew. I heard my disappearance caused quite the commotion out there. I'm really sorry about that.
Since you're here, can we assume that you're fully aware of the situation in Penacony?
Ever since I returned to Penacony, my voice started to change.
That's not
until
good.
it gradually faded away. At first, I thought it was a temporary ailment. Perhaps due to having been away too long. I thought maybe it just takes some time for my body to acclimate to the high concentration of Memoria and Asdana. But now it seems the root of the problem goes way beyond me. There are elements around me that don't align with the harmony. Losing my voice is just one of the signs of the Sweet Dreams collapse.
Yeah, we don't have a Harmony character on the Express, do we? We have
Sweet Dreams
a
collapse.
hunt, a
That memo
nihility,
keeper mentioned the same thing.
a preservation,
So
an
it's
erudition,
real.
While I was away from Penacony,
and then
the boundaries of the
whatever
12
path
dreamscapes
we are
kept
at the time.
expanding outward. But whenever I mentioned the anomalies in my dreams, all the family heads refused to talk about it. Only my brother was willing to respond. Later, I discovered the secret letters from the IPC ambassador, which further convinced me that there are hidden secrets beneath the surface of Penacony. So, following the clues in the Oak family's dossiers, I found my way here, the land of the exiles, concealed by the family under the guise of death.
Okay.
A dream within a dream, where Penacony's past is buried.
Hearing you speak, it sounds...
I hate to admit it, but the harmony in this place resonates more broadly than within the Sweet Dream. It's regrettable, but the family has experienced betrayal. The traitor, or traitors, abandoned their original principles and, using the name of harmony, exploited people's weaknesses to turn Penacony into the planet of festivities, trapping everyone in the illusion of the Sweet Dream. This is not the strong defending the weak, but rather the strong exploiting the weak. A world without equality won't ever be favored by the harmony. And naturally, those voices blessed by them have lost the ability to sing.
Could there be another force influencing the family's shift in philosophy, Miss Robin? considering what happened with Acheron, it's difficult to conceive of another entity within the realm of the Harmony capable of influencing everyone.
True.
Unless a power surpassing that of an emanator is
So it would have to be like just the
But as far as I'm aware,
path himself, right?
the family hasn't faced any such external interventions. Who knows? Perhaps I've just been away too long and missed something. Regardless, I cannot accept my home is moving towards the very opposite of what the Harmony represents, while still claiming to uphold it. I must uncover the reason why Mikhail cut ties with the family.
Mikhail.
And who exactly
that
it
was
who
it.
betrayed us all. Do you remember our arrangement, Mr. Micah? Well, here's my answer. I've decided to forgo my role and never step foot on the Charmony Festival stage again.
No! I wanted her to sing!
Look here, brother.
Looks like a fledgling Charmony dove. But Charmony doves don't live here. So how did this little bird get here?
It looks weak and frail. Why don't we find something soft and make a nest for it?
This place is too dangerous for a fledgling. Let's take it with us. We can put it on the wooden shelf in front of your window.
Okay. A bird like that must have a beautiful singing voice. But where?
I'll ask the family head to build a cage for it.
A cage? But then it won't have the freedom to fly, right?
Let's see. What is it that has captured the attention of the two best interpreters of the Great One? To the point that they've forgotten how to enjoy their dessert. Oh, poor little thing. Doesn't look like it's doing well. Do you want to rescue it?
I do. But I don't want to lock it up in a cage.
Why?
Even if it's small and not fully feathered. Can't sing. It didn't come to this world just to be locked up in a cage.
No, but otherwise it would just die, so like...
They should be flying free in this...
That's quite the romantic idea. And what about you? A young...
I think she's right. But if we leave it out in the wild, it won't survive for more than a few days at best.
Ah, I see. As you probably know, Charmony doves can fly through the air. When they fly really high, the friction caused by the flapping of their feathers against the atmosphere creates amazing lights, so that they look like shooting stars.
That'd be
We've
such
seen
a
this
cool thing to
spectacle
see
so
in
many
real life,
times
though.
that we think it's just something they can naturally do. But that's not the truth. Their radiant display is the result of countless struggles against nature over generations. Their ancestors were too weak to survive on the ground, so to escape predators, they started seeking new opportunities in the air. After countless attempts by many generations, one of them finally figured out how to fly. It soared into the sky and never looked back.
Wow, this is so boring.
Birds aren't born to fly. But they find a way to do it through their determination?
Well, that's an idealistic way of putting it. So, what are your thoughts, Sunday?
I think people believe birds are meant to fly because they've never seen those birds crashing to their death.
That's
That is,
an
wow.
interesting perspective.
Thank you, Someday,
So,
for bringing everything
have
down.
you decided what to do with the bird now?
For now, I'll keep it in a cage until it can take care of itself because I want it to live, no matter what.
Well said, kids. It seems each of you has found your own answer. Your insights are truly remarkable. And I hope they come true in their own way.
We will take good care of it. Won't...
Yeah, but
Mr.
Mr. Gopherwood,
That's
there's
quite the
one
name
thing
right there.
I don't quite understand.
And what?
What if this little Charmony dove never learns to fly in the end?
That's a skill
I
issue
mean,
then.
If there are fledglings in this world that can never fly throughout their lives, should we let them go back to the sky? Only to see them crash to the ground and die?
Talking in your sleep, birdie?
Oh.
Huh? I'm still alive?
Yeah.
Where is Robin?
I knew that was going to be the first thing you'd ask. Don't worry, your sister is here, safe and sound. She's probably walking around the streets now. If I were you, I'd be more worried about myself. After all, right in front of you is the guy who just stabbed you in the chest with a dagger.
If you wanted to kill me, you wouldn't give me the chance to speak. Just tell me your demands, lackey of the Watchmaker.
So, you figured out who I am,
Lackey of the, I don't know what that means.
No wonder you had the guts
Yeah, what
to
does
go
that
against
mean?
the Dream
I
Master
don't
of
know
the
what
four
lackey...
families. Looks like I
the
made the right
Watchmaker
choice.
means.
Choice?
You are aware of my plan, see through my act. Time is running out, so let's drop the charade. I'm suggesting we cooperate.
Cooperate? What makes you think I'd cooperate?
The fact that the famous Robin has chosen my side. Plus, some clues about a traitor and a bright future for Penacony. Any of that catch your interest?
I find it hard to believe.
Fine, you don't have to trust me. What you should trust is the sense of justice.
Show me Robin first.
Yeah.
All right, as you wish.
Huh?
What's your trick this time?
Just kidding. I mean, this lady will lead us to Robin, right?
And the crew, too. There are too many people you owe an explanation.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
She's not happy
Follow
about
me,
him.
Honorable Oak family head.
Moments later.
This is the monument I
okay.
mentioned earlier. The names inscribed on it should be familiar to
Rosalina.
When Penacony was known as a frontier prison, it was the Trailblazers who connected it with the stars. They were the heroes who saved Astana, and their names deserve to be immortalized, not just on this small stone tablet, but in the annals of history for all of time. However, today, the planet of festivities is nothing but sweet dreams. That heavy piece of history is all a distant memory, just like the prison.
If their names are inscribed here, then that means...
Oh, she's so happy about it. She's just smiling.
They died long ago.
Rosalina was killed during a war of independence. She ventured alone into the heart of the star system to investigate the flow of Memoria, but she never returned. Tiernan was a skilled gunslinger, strong and reliable. He led the people through countless battles, but he didn't live long enough to witness the arrival. In the decade following the war, Penacony faced challenges
Who's
in
that third
general
tablet,
and
though? Are they
external.
expecting
To
someone else to
protect
die?
Astana, Tiernan took up the
Rip
way of the
Himiko.
Trailblaze and led the...
Though I had expected as much, the tales of these heroes truly are sorrowful.
True to the title of Trailblazer, they spent their lives venturing into the unknown. But what about this tablet?
Yep.
There are no names carved on it.
When Dreamflux Reef was created, its owner was still alive. However, he insisted on erecting a monument for himself, saying that it will happen someday. Here we meet again.
Robin.
Speedy hams. Why dang? So, is that the first part of the quest? I think it is, because I just got 90 gems from it. Here they are. The squad. Yeah, we'll do a little bit more. Story.
I promised to give the siblings some privacy, so let's talk about our business first. What do you say?
That sounds sensible enough. Since you went through the trouble of gathering the family head, the crew, and the Stellar Hunters, I'm guessing you have something important to say, Mr. Gallagher?
Oh, is it that?
The look on your face is practically screaming, I'm the one behind all this.
You're right, Mr. Yang. It is indeed. Siblings already know what they need to, and they've made their choice. But you, Nameless, arrived a bit late. Before we begin, let me reintroduce myself. I'm the founder of Dreamflux Reef, the deputy of the Watchmaker, and the one who sent out that invitation.
I made him a
Gallagher,
full-star, wow.
history fictionologist. I humbly extend my greetings to you all.
History fictionologist? So what, everything you told us...
Well, don't worry. Almost everything I shared was true. Well, except for the part about the family accepting me back.
I double-checked with Micah, and everything he said about the family, the Watchmaker, and Mikhail is true.
Thank you for your understanding. Now let's get down to business. I'm sure you're all wondering why I went through the trouble of setting up this battle for the legacy, inviting different factions and stirring up a ruckus all over Penacony.
Yeah.
It all boils down to something very familiar to all of you. The Stellaron.
The Stellaron? But how is that possible? Penacony is a free-flowing interstellar hub. There are no signs of contamination whatsoever.
You're totally correct. So, care to take a guess at what the... How keen. Well, what should I say? I expected nothing less from the person here who is the most familiar with Stellarons. The sweet dream doesn't come out of thin air. If you think of the memory zone as the sea, creating the land of the dreams is like filling that wild ocean with earth to make an island. To achieve this feat, without the help of an Emanator of Remembrance or Enigmata, the only way is to use a Stellaron. And that's not something you can achieve with a simple wish. It requires vast quantities of knowledge, time, and manpower. In Astana, the planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster.
The planet of festivities itself?
It all started a long
mean?
time ago, back when the Watchmaker and his crew liberated the frontier prison. They faced countless challenges as they began building Penacony from the ground up. That's when the idea of using the Stellaron came into play. The Stellaron first entered the Astana system during the war. The Nameless warned everyone against the folly of attempting to tamper with such power. The turning point came after Tiernan's death. With 2 of the Nameless gone, the Watchmaker had to go to the front lines. By the time a representative from the Montour System's family arrived at the Watchmaker's call, the Stellaron had already been activated and was seeping into the primordial synesthesia dreamscape.
And I suppose the family happened to possess the knowledge to seal the Stellaron?
Not just
I'm not
that,
even sure what a
they do
Stellaron
far more
even
about
is.
the Stellaron than the average person. They helped Mikhail swiftly quell the civil unrest and played a part in building Penacony under the disguise of harmony. Those 3 eras were known as the Age of Dreaming. The Watchmaker, who had been left in the dark, sent out invitations across the universe, spreading the hype on the land of the dream.
Then, how did they turn against each other?
Remember the island in the ocean metaphor? The truth is, the Stellaron was never truly sealed. It existed in a different form within the dreamscape. Think about this. What would it cost to create and maintain such a lavish dreamland? It's people's lives. The opulent dream is built upon the decay of spirits, with a toxic elixir called pleasure flowing through the dreamscape. It tempts people to indulge in the dreamscape, and gradually their minds succumb, becoming nourishment for the sweet dream. Confusion, laziness, and cowardice, weaknesses that plague humanity, were magnified and nourished by the family. Penacony became a new kind of prison.
Wow, so
even more
this place that's like so great was awesome.
Sadly, I
guess.
realized this far too late.
What they're saying.
By then, the family had a firm grip on Penacony, swiftly quelling any opposition that arose. At my wit's end, I had to use the power of the Enigmata and sought refuge in this chaotic realm. Over the years, I created a meme within this dream for our use. Dormancy. That's its real name. We exploited a loophole. You see, regular people can't fall asleep again while they are inside the dreamscape.
So this is the true meaning of the impossible. You sent out invitations in the Watchmaker's name to find forces capable of resolving the Stellaron disaster and draw them into Penacony to uncover the truth.
It's not just that. Above all, I wanted to see what happens when the major factions engage in a struggle for legacy. Since this is the Watchmaker's first announcement in decades, the traitor within the family is bound to reveal themselves.
So, the legacy is just a facade.
If you want to consider the Stellaron as the legacy, I'm totally fine with that.
If that's the case, where is the Stellaron now?
That's a question for Mr. Wings. The Stellaron is still under the family's control, and as the head of the Oak family, I'm sure he holds all the answers. Are you done talking? So, will you tell us what Stellaron is?
I think he's been just begging for it.
It is the Penacony Grand Theater itself.
Oh.
As I suspected, it's the embodiment of the family. The edifice that first materialized within the sweet dream. That's what turned Penacony into its current state.
As for the person who employed its power, it is in fact Mr. Gopherwood, the current Dream Master.
Oh.
Well, that was easier than I thought.
Okay.
Did you conduct your own investigation already?
Correct. When I was trying to track down the person who murdered my sister, apart from you, Gopherwood was my second suspect.
Wasn't he the guy like raised you?
Confronting me first turned out to be a smart move on your part.
Suspicion.
I didn't have other options. The Dream Master has been elusive, and even the heads of the families can hardly get an audience with him. Moreover, Mr. Gopherwood has been kind to my sister and me, and I didn't want it all to end like this.
What do you mean by that?
To be honest, my brother and I are also victims of the cancer of all worlds.
Oh, that's not
We
good.
grew up as orphans, and were adopted by the family when they came to help. Mr. Gopherwood recognized our potential and brought us to Penacony. I can't just stand by and watch Mr. Gopherwood become an enemy of the Harmony. I will use my voice to support